Welcome to Birmingham, Alabama, Magic City today at Protective Stadium as a couple of teams look to walk away as champions of the Birmingham Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Off team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will go to work first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the ballpark. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Kick is in the air. Makes the catch at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's got an open man. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. NC State has to come up with a big play here on third down. Under fire. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Snagged in the middle, it's McCoy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Grab near the marker, it's White. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give on the inside. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Seminoles! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll try the left side. Breaks the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They go right back to him. Can't get him to the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the back. With the catch, it's Rutgers.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in plays. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Rutgers. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Gets away from one. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 78 yards down the field, so the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Looking left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna try to get it himself. Oh, what a cut! Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They're dealing with a second and long. Got a man. It's McCoy. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Castellanos. Caught.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Noles will punt it away on fourth down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. NC State has to come up with a big play on third and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws for the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Off the play fake. The throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Finds his tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Fires on the run. Makes a grab for a big play. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Gives it on the option. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smothers. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run it from the gun. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, no! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Smothers. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. This time it's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And here comes the punt team. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And they can hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Seminoles will punt this one away. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Hendrickson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Got his man. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. To the air, it's Castellanos. Fires complete on the crosser. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. He'll keep it himself. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an entertaining first half, and always such a fun and vibrant environment there in Birmingham at the Birmingham Bowl. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's send it back to Reese and the fellas for the second half of the Birmingham Bowl.
The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, Dave, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Bailey. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pressure coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's White. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. The Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. They're looking to throw on second and short. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. Oh, he's still got more. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Almost had the completion, just missed it. After the misfire, it's second down. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on third down. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Off-play action on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Castellanos. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He'll pull it on the read. Sweet cut there. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. We'll see if they go back to the run here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. That's reeled in, it's Smothers. Drills him with the stiff arm. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Quickly complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up second and 3. Gets the back moving. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Going to swing it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Rutgers. And they swarm him under. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Catch in the middle, it's Hendrickson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. At the 35, he's loose. It's a seam wide open. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
How about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Got his man on the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Rutgers. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Throws to the tight end. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. going for it all. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll run the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Finds his man, it's Davis. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Trying the left side. Finding an escape route. Quick with the spin move. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Grimes.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. He'll do it himself. There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Seminoles want to move quickly.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. He makes a fair catch. Couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal block.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the gun, looking for a man. With the catch, it's Grimes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The inside handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give out of the gun. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Good, right down the boulevard. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big move.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. To the air, it's Bailey. Rushes on him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Here's a heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Bring in the heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. Defense trying to be physical in pass coverage took it a little too far, and the offense will pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.